All right, let's see here. Got a little pressure on it. Just remember we got two 13 millimeters on the straps. You can't get this to get above it. Yeah. All right, so top of the front of the fuel pump tank sits on that cross member there. I had to use pry bars to kind of help it along. That strap is stuck where it's at. I'll show you at the end here. We've got it hanging down below the muffler. Got the bag jacked up because I can't get the front to lower to get past this cross member. That's riveted into the frame, so that's not a fun option. As you can tell, I'm also pretty much up against drive shaft here, and in the back, that strap is cleared. Cut to the other side. Got to show you what I'm fighting. So in the back, I've got the hoses off, 8mm on the clamps. Got the jack kind of holding up this back end to see if I can't figure out how to get the front down. You can see on that frame that it's pretty much sits right on it. So if you lower it all the way down to where these come down, they'll end up hitting the rear pumpkin. So it's a pretty tight fit. I know I watched the other videos and they said, trying to remember, you can get to the fuel pump from up once you lower it a little bit, but I don't see that. And I'm able to kind of squat underneath here and I can't even see the fuel pump yet. So I'm going to keep fighting it and see what we can figure out. So now I can see the fuel pump. The TK or TQC or TCQ, whatever video is on YouTube, they made it look super easy. It's not. You're going to have to drop the exhaust if you want the view they have. Don't think I can reach it from here. Maybe I can take the wheel off. That is there. So you're basically about here, straight in of the back door. This is a two-wheel drive. I'm not sure if the fuel pump tank is the same on the four-wheel and two-wheel. This is a 95 two-wheel, so get a better view from back in the back. So I can't get my head up here enough to see it, but as you can see, right where the exhaust is where I'd want to come in over the drive shaft to get to the fuel pump. So I'm going to check into that and see how it goes. All right. So a little cheat code. I think that's what we all been looking for on the internet. Steel pan. Cut the cover. I kind of just slipped my pry bar up there and got it out separately. And now if I take the hook and put it up above, pull down, you kind of see what's going on there. This is a plastic tank. So let me get the jack on the back of it set back up now that the metal cover's off. Yeah, at this point, just go ahead and take the drive shaft out, the rear driver's wheel, take that off so you can reach into the fuel pump. Then really, to create the most space, you want to take the exhaust down. I know that will be trouble for some guys, and depending on how rusty it is, but You're going to want all the space you can get. So you can kind of see what you're fighting against. That curve at the top of the tank. So the back has got to go up as you pull it down. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the dry shaft. It is 4 11mm bolts on the end, on the U, and that's it. So I'm going to get that out of the way and we'll take a better look. Yep, dry shaft's out. So everything. Let's see how this works with my fat ass in here. Trying to get in here and see if I can show you or not. With the wheel off, I was able to reach in here and then pull the tab off the electrical connector up top. Let's go back down and see if we can pull it out. What do we got going on up here? Feels like a fuel line or something. I don't know. Give it one more. So what I was able to do was slide this over that tip there and just slowly push it in, pull on the line, push this fuel line slider in, just kept doing that to finally get the line loose. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other one, because there is no way for me to film it and get my arm in there. You ain't gonna see nothing. Yeah, that's great. So, catch you in a few. I don't know if you can tell, but both lines broke off, which is whatever. Fuel pump has new lines, new stems or whatever on it, so that'll be okay. Once I get the tank out, I'll get in there and figure out how to get the plastic out of the end of the fuel lines. More fun. And that line doesn't have a disconnect point. Damn it. Oh, we're sitting on it too. So let's get the jack out of the way and see if this will come down. Yeah, let's get that lowered, see if this will come down with it. Maybe I can come that side and get up over it. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of give in it. Did that get it? Yes, I got it. I got it. Nice. Okay. There's a tab on top and bottom. You just gotta get it, find it. So we should be able to keep going. Then fall. Yay! So you can see that line there. I was just no, where? Can't see it on the screen. Yeah, that one hanging up there. That's the one. Just has two tabs on the part. Well, boys are off to school. Time to get some things done here. I want to get this metal tray taken care of, get it cleaned up, put a little coat of paint on it. Not to make it look nice, just to help protect it from rusting out, even though this won't be driven that much for during the winter. But either which way, got her cleaned up, knocked the dent out of it, and let her dry. We'll get some paint on it and move on. Still tacky, and then we'll work on pulling the plastic stems that broke off the pump that are still in the lines. We'll get that situated. She turned out decent. Knocked most of the dents out, or not knocked them all the way out, but made them smaller so the plastic tank doesn't sit on them. So yeah. Hopefully that'll protect it from future rust. So yeah, got the pump in. Getting ready to slide this thing back in. I'm just going to use the jack underneath it to help guide it up. And the rear inlet and outlet are hanging or above the rear axle. So that's going to hold that there. And I'll lift the front at an angle up over the cross member there, and then use a jack to hold it and connect that upper hose, and then the electrical and the 2 fuel lines there, and then we'll tackle the fuel filter. Like I said, got it up there, and then I had to use the jack back there to get it up higher over the axle so this bull nose slid in there. Now just reconnect and button it up. Yep, dry shaft's out. So everything wasn't too bad. Note to self, since this is my first drive shaft removal, drain the transmission. Yeah. So yeah, I got me a mess to clean up, and it's just started raining. So we're gonna come back to this a little bit later on.